Let's start with the audio. Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Testing 1 2. Let me know in the chat. All right, sounds good. All right, give me 1 second here. So I'm doing this a little bit different than the last time we did this, so it may work great. It may not be great. We'll soon find out. Give me 1 second here. All right. Hello everyone, I'm Plane Jockey Kevin. You ready for a tour? So I've got the yellow box in my backpack. There's no lock screen on it, so hopefully nothing gets pushed. The reason why I'm doing that is so that last time I did this, there was a little bit of a delay sometimes. It looked like it was bad internet, which it wasn't. It was basically the app trying to talk to the phone, and so I wanted to kind of get rid of that. So we shouldn't have any like interruptions for the most part. All right. Wanted to start you guys all off, of course, at a place we all know, ever so famous, In-N-Out Burger. I was going to start this a little at a place that was a little bit closer. As you know, this is quite the walk from In-N-Out, but Kevin needs his exercise, so here we go. Yeah, can you believe it? The sun's out? Where was the sun yesterday? It's actually a beautiful afternoon. Not so much yesterday. Yesterday's weather was just gloomy and yucky. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. That billboard is a big deal. From The Habit, it says, congrats on number 2 / that number 4 In-N-Out. Voted number 1 again by USA Today. It's a little slam to the In-N-Out burger over there. All the news outlets have been talking about that. I almost forgot about that. I wanted to show that to you guys. So we just missed the Queen, the Korean Air Queen. Just flew by. Thanks you guys for tuning in. A little Friday walk. We are walking. So like I said, hopefully this is a little bit better than the last time we did it, because we were trying to use the app with the Osmo, and there was sometimes a little slight delay. So I'm trying to get rid of that. Not that it was a big deal, but any little delay in the programming does annoy your plane jockey. All right. So we are on the corner. Lincoln and Sepulveda. So just like the last time, you guys, so you guys are the one that told me to take the bus the last time. So if you see something, tell me, Kevin, go over there. We want to see what's going on over there and whatnot. Okay, well, we just crossed the street with a no walking sign. Someone's in a hurry. It took, what, 3 seconds off your trip? Though I will say, the last time I walked through this intersection, it's not timed out very well. you can only get, and maybe this guy knows better, the guy that got ahead of me, knows that you can't cross both streets in the amount of time that they give you to cross. Christopher Brown with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Christopher says, In-N-Out burgerless grilled cheese fun. Thank you. That was kind of a disappointment the other day. I really did like that. That one day I had it about a month and a half ago. Yesterday kind of ruined it, or not yesterday, what day was that? Wednesday kind of ruined it for me. Delta A321 Neo. Might as well plane spot while we're waiting to cross, right? Technically, I could have crossed because there was no traffic going through that intersection. So, LA, if you're watching, I think you kind of need to look at, send an engineer to this corner because something's not right. Yes, James, I'm going to check out that grilled cheese at the Starbucks. Most definitely. All right, we should be getting the signal to cross. Make sure no one's going to run me down. You guys all having a good Friday? Yeah? Hi. Ding ding. Hey, you know what? It's actually against the law to ride your bike on the sidewalk. Don't give me the ding ding. Kevin gets real on the walk and talk. Ding, ding. All right, so this is Sepulveda. We're walking southbound. H Hotel is on the other side of the street. Yeah, I do. I need a bell. Oh, a whistle. I need a whistle. Blow the whistle and say, hey, it's illegal. You can't be riding your bike on the sidewalk. Don't ding ding me, right? Oh, we got 100,000 views now on that San Diego show. Wow, that is crazy. I guess you guys really did like San Diego, huh? All right. We're at this crosswalk. There is a sign that says here people will cross. Will they stop? Probably not. Oh, there's one guy. Thank you. Got a Delta 767 holding short, 2-4 left. Yeah, I'll be going back to San Diego on Tuesday. Well, it is warm today. I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt. All right, so while we're walking to LAX, let me know in the chat what are the main things you want to see on this broadcast? Obviously, this is all pre-TSA checkpoint, so it's anything before that. Everything. Sex is everything. I'm gonna try to point out the history areas. Maybe we can walk toward the old control tower. Obviously the theme building. Swiss 777. The layout of the gates and stuff. Well, I mean, like I said, it will all be pre-TSA. I wish I could show you like the old Terminal 3 lower deck where they filmed the movie Airplane, but they tore down Terminal 3 years ago. So that's not around there anymore. I guess I could stand in that same area. So this is kind of so this parking lot, I think it's Lawa employee parking lot or something. So the new Terminal 0, which they were going to build, but now they're not going to build right now, was actually going to go all the way up to Sepulveda. So this parking lot would have been gone, or will be gone eventually. Here's the most ugliest building in LA. I'm sure we could find some others, but that one's hideous. So as you can see, COVID testing, I think, was the last thing that was in there in the lobby area during COVID. Lasted for, what, 2 to 3 years they were in that building, and then obviously everybody's moved out. Those cell towers are still on the top of the building. That's probably why that building's still standing. All right. So what do you guys want to see first? It would make more sense get a close-up of the old control tower. I think that's closest to where I'm going to be. Of course, that's where the Lawa offices are as well. So they're probably going to be like, what you doing, Kevin? No, I won't get hit by a car. I'm more concerned about tripping. So the H is on the other side of the Hyatt. I was going to start at the H today. I was thinking about parking over there, grabbing the shuttle, taking it over. But I thought, now let's go to In and Out. At least we can show some planes there. Yes, Renee, no tripping around this year. All right, so we're getting, it's the intersection of Sepulveda and Century. Century Boulevard, we love it. It's enough song. We love LA, Century Boulevard, we love it. Santa Monica Boulevard. We love it. All right. Let's see. I think we gotta go up this way and then back around. Yeah, Darren, I'll go into Tom Bradley for sure. I mean, pre-check-in, so I can't really show you the beautiful part of the terminal. Jeez, it's warm today. Oh, maybe I'll get an Uber, go back to the office. That would be a good idea after this long walk around the horseshoe. Spencer with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Spencer. Says, hi, Kevin. Happy Friday. Why are you not at the H? Because they're having a party up there tonight. And I'll be honest with you, there is no party up there next Friday, but it's going to be high 85, which means it's going to be 95 degrees up there. So, yeah, we won't be at the H next week either. I told myself I am not going to burn myself up on the patio deck this year. I ain't gonna do it. Let those cameras, those 24-hour cameras roast up there. I don't know what happened to the lighting of the Okay, we all know this. I'm just going to point this out. Why is it when we're all at the airport, everyone's a space cadet? No one's watching out for anybody else. Nobody cares about anybody else. Everyone's running into each other. Tell you what, I think, well, let's see, how are we going to do this? I don't know. You guys guide me. Do we go forward? Do we start at 1? We could always come back to the old tower at the end, because actually I have to cut through that way on the way back. So let me know. Should we make a left-hand turn here, or should we keep going straight into the horseshoe? We got 777 people watching. 777. All right, we're gonna go straight. We're gonna straight into the horseshoe. We'll come back, because I'd have to cross that street and then go to the right and then back around. It's better to like actually come from that direction once we go to 8. All right, so you guys, I'm leading the tour here, but you need to tell me if there's something you really want to see. Let me know. If there's something I missed, shout it out. I hit it already. Okay. No one's got time on this Friday. Everyone's in a rush. Everyone's in a rush on this Friday. The rideshare area we just passed is called LAX. I should have walked over there, but actually, I might actually take an Uber back to the office. So I'll show you that at the very end. It's called LAX. It's where you get your Uber and Lyft. You can get dropped off at LAX, but if you want to get picked up after your flight, then you gotta either get on one of those buses, take it to the LA exit. You used to be able to get your ride shares up on the second floor. So if you guys don't know, there's 2 floors to the Horseshoe here at LAX. Bottom is for arrivals. Top is departures. So obviously, when LAX was built back in the day, there's only one level, which was this level. All right. I'm gonna have to stop a few times to look at the chat. I think I'm walking too fast. That's a flyaway bus. It basically takes you to parking lots, lava parking lots. There's one in Van Nuys, one in the OC, one in the IE. So you take that bus, instead of parking here at LAX, I think it's quite popular. This is baggage pickup for 1. So this would be all the Southwest. As you can see, there's not much going on. It's a lot of baggage claim for Southwest, though. How we doing? Is the signal okay? This is a lot. Wait, really? No, this got to be 1.5 baggage. It can't be. So I have 2 carousels for Southwest. This has got to be 1.5. Maybe it is all. I think it is Southwest. Wow. I got 4. Oh, there's a 7-Eleven in there. Nice. Pretty quiet in here. Oh no, let's see, 4. So they must split it up because there's Frontier and Allegiant. So yeah, so 3 and 4, at least 4 would be where you pick up your baggage if you fly into the West Gates and then hop on the bus to 1.5. So 1.5 baggage claim is 3 and 4 down here. Yeah, so Allegiant, Frontier, all those flights go to the West Gates. You take the bus here to 1.5, so technically 1.5. Darren with the $5 super chat. Thanks so much, Darren. Says, this is the only thing I don't like about the West Gates is it's quite a walking distance to get from Tom Bradley. Well, yeah. If you check in at 1.5, you should be able to take the bus, which isn't bad. The problem with Hawaiian back when they were at the West Gates was the check-in was in Tom Bradley and the baggage was in Tom Bradley. So you'd have no choice, but you'd have to walk from the West Gates to Tom Bradley to go check in and get your bags. At least here, if you check in at 1.5, bags at 1.5, at least you have the option of getting on that bus, which is a big deal. Are we having fun still? Still having fun? All right, so I'm going up to the second level. I believe there should be 1.5. So we were in here that last time. Now I'm kind of going backwards. So this is the check-in area of 1.5, and then Southwest and 1. Allegiant, Frontier, Viva Aerobus, who caused the go around for British on the south side just over an hour ago. So what they do on Sun Country, so 1.5 is kind of like Tom Bradley, where they basically, as you can tell, there's not a lot of, it's like Frontier is the only one that actually has signs up or whatever, but they kind of rotate it through different airlines. That's what they do at Tom Bradley as well. My glasses are fogging up, sorry. Avenor 0293, $5 super chat. Thanks so much, Alvanor. Says, I walked from Terminal 1 Frontier's check-in to the West Gates. It was quite the walk. Yeah, it is. We'll pass by these Southwest check-in gates, and I'll go back outside.
Well, good news.
Not a lot of people here. Friday, late afternoon. Pretty quiet, but I always say that in our live streams on a Friday with Southwest. I'm like, where is everyone? I used to fly Southwest on like Fridays, and it used to be packed. All right, so now we're back on the top floor, which is departures. So if you're taking an Uber, someone's dropping you off or whatever, then this would be the area that you get dropped off. As you can see, the theme building tower over there in the middle. We'll get closer to that and then have to go back down. In fact, we should go to that next. Let's go knock on the door of the theme building and see if we can get in there. What do you say? Oh, Jane also gifting 20 Airline Videos Live memberships. Thank you so much, Jane. Awesome support. Thank you, Jane. Curbside check-in, never used it in my life, never will. Don't know why. I guess I have trust issues. I don't know. Never liked the idea of just leaving your bags out near the road. All right, so we need to go downstairs. Escalator, back down. Ken, thank you for the $5 super chat. We appreciate that. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna get on the elevator or escalator. Take the escalator, go back down, and we'll try to cross over and get close to the theme building and plead with them. Let me in. Don't you know who I am? Let me in. Yeah, we know who you are, Kevin. You're not getting in. That's the response. It started, I don't know, less than a half an hour ago. If you're just joining in, we haven't got to the good stuff yet, so you didn't miss anything. Stay put. All right, so we'll go back out. Now I gotta remember where the crosswalk is, which I think is back to the east. So now we're back on the arrivals level, which is the first floor. Sidewalks crosses. It's not that one. having fun? Let me hear you in the chat. Are we having fun? Here we go. So the bottom part of the theme building is the Bob Hope USO. So there's another one of those flyaway buses. Look at the flyaway bus. That's the LAX bus, that green and white one. So if you need an Uber and a Lyft, that's what you would take. All right. Well, we haven't even gotten to the good stuff yet. So again, like if you're just joining us, I'm Plane Jockey Kevin. Hello, I'm Plane Jockey Kevin here at LAX. We're taking a tour, walking tour of the horseshoe. So sit back, relax, enjoy the tour. We'll get across the street and we'll get closer to the theme building. Samantha McCarthy with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Samantha. This is thanks, Kevin, for the walk around. As I'm planning on coming out to LAX to visit a friend early next year for the first time. Well, this will hopefully help you understand the layout, because I'll be honest with you, I think LAX, for the most part, gets a lot of bad press from people saying it's horrible, it doesn't make any sense, it's bleh. And I say it's one of the easiest going airports I think I've ever flown out of. So if anything, out of this tour today, I think you guys will maybe get a better sense of how it's laid out and how easy really it is to get around. I mean, traffic's one deal, but by foot, it's not that big of a deal. And honestly, it's gonna get better with the light rail, people mover, and everything else that's going on. I guess the trend today is start walking before the street sign says go. When am I ever gonna learn? All right. Beep, beep. All right, we're marching closer to the theme building. Ah, Jeb Brooks. Hello, Jeb. Jeb's in the chat. I'll be joining Jeb and Suzanne and many others at the AvCon in April in Atlanta. So that's the people mover track. Obviously the theme building and the tower. So the old Encounters, which is what the restaurant was called, the sign is still there. There's some history. All right, another crosswalk we gotta make. Langer with the super chat. Thanks so much, Langer. Says, what camera setup are you using for the walk around? Very crisp and clear, thank you. I'm using the DJI Osmo 3 connected to a YOLO box. So when we did this before, it was the DJI talking to the app on the phone, but it didn't work very well. So I'm running USB out of the camera into the YOLO box to make sure that it doesn't like stutter like it did before. All right, beautiful theme building. All right, we can cross. This is probably the closest you ever gotten to the theme building, huh? So let me show you the old Encounters sign, the restaurant sign. See, it's still here. All they gotta do is slap a logo on there and reopen it, right? Look at that. Still there. Still looking good. Surrounded by those palm trees. All right, I'll be honest with you, I've never walked in here before. So it looks like it's open. Wow, look at this. Look at this, guys. I had no idea that this was all open like this. What was this? Sundial? Oh, it looks like it was a fountain. Interesting. Wow. Ah, look it. The sign is still here, Encounter. So apparently this closed down in 2013. Encounter Restaurant and Bar. It's still here. Come on, guys. Just reopen it. Of course, the observation deck is closed to the public until further notice. Is there anybody in there? Hello? Anybody? Can you see in there? There's the elevator to the Encounter Restaurant. Oh, I want to get in there so bad. Oh, I'm telling you guys, we're going to get in there at some point. We'll get in there. We'll give you a tour. So the theme building was dedicated May 20th, 1962. City Council at the time. Got the plaque. How cool is that? So can you imagine coming to the Encounter Restaurant? I believe this was a fountain. You got lights that would shine on that. It'd be nice Friday evening dinner. All right. Oh, there's a little kitten over there. So there's a bunch of plaques over here, and let's walk around here. Let's see. Okay, so the USO is over there. All right, so they only really use just a little part of. Oh, the volunteer office is open. Would that be the volunteer office for the USO, or is volunteer office for LAWA? Hi, can I get a tour of the theme building by a volunteer, please? Ambassador check-in. Okay, there's something here. Let's continue walking around here. Joni, $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Joni. Appreciate that. You guys having fun? This is interesting to me. There's a lot of cats over here. I have never been through this. Why have I never been through this before? Volunteer training eye care crew. Not sure what the eye care crew is. All right, there's the tower. So that ends there. Ah, look at this. This is going to be a relic at some point. LA Times newspaper. $2 weekend and Sundays. I don't know how old that thing is. All right, so I think we should go. There's the theme. Let's go back this way. I think it pretty much dead end on the other side too. Look at these cats. There's a bunch of cats. See that cat? Look at. No. That's the third cat I've seen roaming around here. Craig Russell with a $5 super chat. Thanks so much, Craig. Says, how long has the building been closed, and what is the reason they closed the restaurant? Honestly, I don't remember what the reason was. 2013 is when they closed down the restaurant. I'm not exactly sure what the reason was. I would imagine no business. I feel like there's someone here. I'm gonna go into that volunteer office and ask, can I volunteer? I wanna know what what am I volunteering for is what I wanna know. If it's for the Bob Hope USO, then that's one thing, but can I volunteer to help bring back the theme building? It's interesting. Okay, I want to know what's going on here. Oh, someone shut off the light. Oh, it's open.
How are you?
Good, how are you? I had a question. The volunteer, what is that for the S?
So the Bob Hope USO, they do have volunteers.
Yes.
They have a volunteer program, but our program is a little bit different. So we do have volunteers here at the airport.
So it's not the theme building, it's just the airport.
It's the airport in general.
Okay.
So our volunteers, I don't know if you've ever seen them, but they volunteer in the information desks at the arrivals level.
Okay.
In most of the terminals, but they provide information services.
I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if there was like a volunteer for the kind of bring back the theme building. Yeah.
So that would be nice. I think the airport is still trying to figure out what they're going to do with the space.
Yeah.
Management, I don't think that they've decided. You know, it's
Some people have been up there though, haven't they?
Yeah, it was an observation deck.
No, not in the restaurant. I've seen the lights are back on inside there.
Yeah,
so
they're doing construction.
Oh, they are, okay.
You know, not exactly sure what they're doing, but they are doing something.
Okay. But not bringing back the restaurant.
No, I don't think it's going to
Okay.
be a restaurant. I'm not sure. But, you know, check flylax.com.
Yeah.
Because, you know, any information or follow FlyLAX on social media because they will, they'll update, you know, through social media platforms what they plan on doing with it.
Okay.
Yeah, the observation deck, it was open, you know, for the public to go see
Yeah.
it.
When did that close down? What year?
I don't know what year it was. I mean, I've been here, I think, 7 years, and it was already closed.
It was,
when I came here.
Okay.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll open it again because it's really nice.
Yeah.
You get such a nice view of both of the runways.
Yeah.
So hopefully that'll happen.
Do they don't do tours here, do they? Like if you said, hey, can I tour the inside?
Airport?
No, the theme building. Do they do something like that?
To see. You're seeing
I
it now.
know.
Yeah,
It's been like my dream to like get in there to see exactly what that restaurant looked like. I've asked Lawa, I don't know how many times. They said no. They said it's really dusty in there, and the menus are still on the table from 2013 when they closed it down.
Well,
so
I haven't. I mean, I went to the restaurant when it was open, but I haven't seen it. Community relations, the community relations division of the airport, they do airfield tours from time to time, and I think members of the public can attend those. Some of our volunteers, they did one for our volunteers. I didn't get to go on it, but it's really awesome because you get to experience the airport from a very different perspective.
Yeah, I just want to see the theme building, that's all.
But you know what, the Bob Hope USO, I don't know if you could go in there, but their space was renovated. It's really nice. But they also have a volunteer program, you know, because they offer, you know, services to military personnel.
Right.
So their space is very nice because it was renovated. Not so much our space here. I'm not sure if, you know, whatever the airport decides to do with the building. I don't know if they'll ask us here in the volunteer office to go to another area. But yeah, I don't think this building's going anywhere. I think it's a
it's a landmark. Yeah.
So they can't, you know, it can't, and it's so iconic.
Right.
Yeah. It's like the Hollywood sign, the theme building.
I know, that's what they losing an opportunity. $20 for a tour of the theme building, people would do it. It's a good revenue generator.
Yeah, like the Space Needle, you know.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, and it's nice. You know, when spring comes, all these like bushes bloom.
Yeah.
So it looks really pretty. I remember I sent a picture when springtime came, and they were like, "Wow, your backyard looks so pretty." Like, and I said, "Oh no, this is work." And then they were like, "Oh, I was wondering, did she put like the breeze block?" And I was like, "No, I can't even imagine. This must cost a fortune if we tried to do it now.
Oh yeah. You know, that's what's so cool about it. So well, I won't take your time anymore, but thank you. I'll reach out to
see. I know that you know, Terminal 5 is being completely
demolished.
Renovated.
Well, they're demolishing it.
They're demolishing it and building it up from. Yeah. So the airlines that are there are moving to other terminals. Right. So I know, like on the other side of the building, some of the airlines, they're going to use it for office space.
Oh, here, the theme building?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Over on that space.
Oh, okay.
So I know, and that's why, you know, I see construction work happening on that other side of the building. But other than that, I don't know what they're gonna decide to do. It should be soon because, you know, the Olympics are coming and the people mover.
The people mover, yeah, because you can see right into that restaurant, right, from the people mover.
No, so the people mover, it's 3 stations inside the central terminal area. The first one is above parking structure 1.
Right.
So that one connects to Terminal 7 only. Okay. It connects to Terminal 1, but you actually have to get off on the street and go into Terminal 1. Okay. The second station is parking structure 2, and that'll connect to Terminal 1.5 and then 6. Okay. And then the third station is the one that's going to be across from Tom Bradley. Right. And it'll connect to Terminals 4 and 3 and Tom Bradley. Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, 3 stations. Have you seen the consolidated car rental facility?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. We've been over there. Yeah.
Oh, you've seen how massive it is?
Oh, yeah. No, it's crazy. But there's only 3. There's only Hertz.
Avis,
all 3 of them. Yeah. So.
Yeah, for now. But in January, that's when they said they're all moving in there.
January.
Like in January. So that's happening soon.
Yeah.
But that place is massive.
Yeah.
The contractor said it was, they used the most concrete in the United States next to the Pentagon.
Really?
I was like, what?
Oh my gosh.
It's huge. I always tell new volunteers when they come, you should see like the car wash stations where it looks like it's huge because they, you know, if you think about thousands of cars that all these rental companies have in their inventory, so they have to be washed and they have to be gassed up. So the gas, you know, it's huge. It's crazy. It's nice.
That's crazy.
And then the train's gonna go right into that top level. Yeah. So
it'll be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be nice. Well, thank you for stopping by.
Well, thank you for the info.
If you're ever, look, you even have your LAX.
Oh well, see, we got our YouTube channel. I'm live on YouTube. We're taking a tour of the whole horseshoe.
Oh, am I on TV?
Yes, I'm sorry. I should have told you that. But
sorry, I didn't know.
I can't even see you through the glass. But that's why I came in here. I wanted to see if I could volunteer to help bring the theme building back.
Oh, specifically
like the clock tower in Back to the Future.
Oh yeah. I didn't know I was on.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
I just noticed your shirt. I was like, oh.
Yeah, Airline Videos Live. We do live streams out at LAX and all kinds of airports. And today I'm just taking people on a tour of the complex and showing them up close the theme building because no one really gets to see what it looks like. I didn't realize it looks like there was a fountain that used to be in that courtyard area.
So I don't know if there was a fountain there. That is a memorial, September 11.
Oh, it is?
Memorial, yeah. Maybe there was a fountain there.
I'll have to go back and look at it.
But if you or anyone's ever interested in our volunteer program, we always welcome new volunteers.
Well, thank you.
They provide, you know, information services at the arrivals level, at information desks.
Okay.
It's a wonderful program, and they help so many guests.
Yeah.
Each shift is 3 hours. The time goes by super quickly, and our volunteers in a shift help hundreds of passengers at LAX. So.
Yeah, I was telling everyone that hopefully there's a lot of people that watch us that come into LAX and they think, oh my God, it's going to be crazy. I'm not going to find my way around. So hopefully I'm kind of like having people understand that there's 2 levels. This is arrivals, departures, and this connects here or whatever to make it a little bit easier. So.
Oh, yeah.
So, all right. Well, thank you. Thank you. Have a good weekend.
Thank you, you too.
Thanks.
Bye.
All right, let's go back and look at that. There's another kitten. All right. Sorry about that. It took a little bit longer than I thought. Charles, with the super chat. Thank you so much, Charles. Says, hi, Kevin. Please do more streams like this. Thanks. Great to see everything, especially the area around the airport. I know, we got to get back to the airport. All right. One last look. So she says this was a 9/11. Oh yeah, you're right. Look it. It does say 9/11. It's got to have been a fountain because there's like a drain on the bottom. Interesting. Well, I tried. I tried to get us up there. All right. Whew. It's hot in there too. 757 Chip with the $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Chip. Are we still having fun? I know that was probably a little boring for you guys. All right. I did get some great info. I should become a volunteer if I had any free time. It would be a great thing to do. All right, let's see if I walk around this way. Oh, the sidewalk's closed. I can't go that way. All right. So there was your up-close view of the theme building. Now we'll walk back to the new 2. I'm sorry, the old 2. So we're walking north again. Take you in to 2 and 3. 3 is new. Mina P gifting 1 Airline Videos Live membership. Thank you so much, Mina. She was very helpful. She probably would have talked to me all night long. Very nice. All right, let's walk this sidewalk. Stay on this side. You guys can see the kind of the outer portion of 2. So 2 is 2. So on the second level, actually no, that's not 2. That's 1.5 that you're seeing. 2 is still up here. There's the theme building. Those are the tracks for the people mover. I can't believe how many cats were hanging out. All right. So the people mover, this is one of the stations that we're coming up to. So basically you still have to walk. The people mover won't take you directly into the terminal, so you're gonna have to walk on these to get into the certain parts of the airport where you want to go. So there's still a little bit of walking to do, even with the people mover. Just keep that in mind. All right, so now going up to 2. This is the old 2. Remember, this is the old international terminal before Tom Bradley. Trying to think. 2016, 2017, 1.5, which is this building, was not there. So there was like a gap between 1 and 2. So you could actually be outside on the upper level and actually plane spot. It's kind of a cool little area. Obviously that's long gone now with 1.5. right, so we're going into 2. All right, what do you want to see first? Actually, 2. Let's go upstairs on 2. Teresa with a $20 super chat. Thanks so much, Teresa. Have her apply for the barb job. Yeah, really. Sil with a $5 super chat. Thanks so much, Sil. Says, hi guys, I accidentally spilled beach on my AVL shirt. Oh no, I just ordered another one. Uh-oh. Spilled beach? Oh, bleach. I was like, if you spilled beach, just a lot of sand, right? Just the tower. All right, so 2. So this is 2 is about as old school as you're going to get here at LAX in terms of what the old terminal looked like up into a certain time. So 2. We're on the 2nd level. This would be departures. So back in the day, before they built or tore down 3 and rebuilt 3, 2, this side of 2, actually 2 in general, would be where you would check in for Delta. Of course, Delta used to be in Terminal 5 back in the day, and then they did that massive swap over here to the north side. But right now, well, let's go in there, because I don't know what is in 2. It's like Virgin's in there. So this used to all be Delta. Interesting. So now that's closed off. This is WestJet, Virgin, Norse. I am so confused. Now hold on a second here. You're at 2. Virgin tends to park on the north side of Tom Bradley. That means you have to walk from here, from 2 to Tom Bradley? Because there is no shuttle. And Norse, if you check in with Norse here, you have to walk all the way to Tom Bradley to get on your plane? So you go to 1.5?
Yeah.
1.5.
Upstairs.
What about Virgin? Do they have to walk to...
They walk right here and go upstairs.
Oh, so they go through Delta?
Yeah.
I got you. All right, cool, thank you. All right, so that makes sense. If you're flying Virgin, then basically you go to 3 through TSA. But then you still have to walk from 3 to Tom Bradley. I guess it's not bad of a walk. Norse, check in 2, and then you gotta catch the bus at 1.5. Got that? If you're flying Norse, if you're flying Norse, don't get confused. Check in at 2, then you're gonna go to 1.5 and get on the bus. This is Delta. So this is the new 3, which is very nice. This place is always packed in the morning. Well, my mom's ran me over. Oh, that's right, we gotta go down. We gotta go down on the lower level because I have to show you where they filmed Airplane, right? Go down. All right, so that's This is, hello. That's 3. This is all new. The old 3 is gone. They did a good job. It's beautiful. But the history of 3, which had a lot of history, certainly movie history, is gone. So let's go down. Let's go down, back down to the first level. And that would be the area where the opening scenes of Airplane were filmed. Does that sound good? James Allen with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much, James. Is one of the most iconic buildings in LA closed. Why? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't even think that woman even knew what they were going to do with it. From what I had heard, it's going to cost a lot of money to get that building up and running again. We're talking about the theme building. And they'd rather have someone come in and spend the money instead of the taxpayers dealing with redoing the theme building. That's what I'm getting. I don't think, it wasn't too long ago, a couple years ago, maybe 10 years ago, didn't they reinforce the whole building structure of the theme building? And apparently they're doing construction inside the restaurant area, so something's going on, like I figured. All right, so this is baggage claim area for 3, which is Delta. Did a good job. It's very spacious. All right, so I want to go outside here because I want to show you guys where they filmed, even though, remember, 3 is technically long gone. There was no second floor back in the day when they shot Airplane. Busy here. It's the Delta One check-in area. All right, so this, before the roundabout here, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sure there's some big aviation buffs probably watching this right now. I'm pretty certain if it wasn't around this concrete, this, I'm pretty certain, is the location of the opening of Airplane. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is exactly where that would have been. The red zone, the red zone. Don't tell me about the red zone, you know, all that opening. They left a taxi. In fact, it probably actually, I'm trying to, no, it would have been right here. I was going to say it probably was on the outer part, but no, it would have been on this side, right? Happily ever after. I'd love to see the iconic mosaic tile. That's gone. At least that was in 3. That's gone. Yeah, the rainbow tile is gone. There's still yellow tile. You might be able to see some of the yellow tile over at around Terminal 7. All right, so I believe this is the area where they filmed Airplane. If it wasn't there, then it was like over here. We get run down by these travelers. They look like they're in really bad moods. Is there a lot of delays today? All right, so So I remember, I think, yeah, this would have been would have been an open area just a few years ago. All right, so now we're walking toward Tom Bradley International. And by the way, all this is connected past TSA. So once you're past TSA, you can walk around the airport. Much easier. It's a nicer walk in the AC. All right, so this is the bottom level of Tom Bradley. That would be the arrival area. There's a coffee bean. Tom Bradley is a beautiful airport, just not this part. So we'll start with the baggage claim. Spent many hours, days down in this area waiting to interview people coming off flights. So back in the day, if you had Hawaiian, that's where you'd pick up your bag. I'm not quite sure who utilizes that now, but that was Hawaiian. Oh, coffee bean. Sounds good. This area can get pretty busy, pretty chaotic, as people are waiting for everyone, getting through customs. So everyone, if you have relatives or family and you're waiting for someone off an international flight, this is where you come. And of course, everyone kind of marches down. That's customs. You come out of there and you get welcomed to the United States. And of course, everyone's sitting here waiting for their loved ones or friends or whatever it may be. So you probably heard me talk about the days leading up to the closure of the world with the pandemic. My reporter and I at LAX were in here trying to do interviews with people about this new virus. People were coughing and sneezing around us. I couldn't believe it. Those were days leading up to the closure of the world. I remember I was right in this spot right here, just waiting for people to come off any of these flights. Anyway, so that's that. We'll go up to the main floor. There's elevators up there. Go this way. What's this one?
When I fly to visit family, it's like I go through American. I go like through this dungeon-looking thing, and I keep walking, and I hope that makes sense.
Oh, look, another coffee bean. Coffee bean is much better than Starbucks, by the way. It's like the best. All right, so this is Tom Bradley. This is where you check in. This is old Tom Bradley. Like, they never updated this area. Like, this is old school Tom Bradley. It's very open space. It's kind of dark. It's very like darkish space. But lots of check-in spots. Obviously, they rotate through the airlines. So you got Condor over here, which has already been boarded. So they'll move that, they'll change that to another airline. You got Level over here, Iberia, French B, British Airways. there's always a constant rotation. I don't know if any of these have dedicated check-in area. There's Qantas. Actually, you know what? I think British Airways is the only one that has dedicated check-ins, because I remember this has been in this corner forever. So I think Qantas, British Airways have dedicated check-in. Everyone else kind of rotates. We have some pre-TSA places to eat, not very many. Actually, is there anything? No, there isn't anything. It's all shut down. Hungry? You're gonna have to go to a different terminal if you're hungry. There used to be restaurants right there. Even during the pandemic, there was restaurants in there. So you got, I think, a total of 3. Look at me, just look how massive the check-in area is of Tom Bradley. I mean, Austrian, Lufthansa, Swiss, they're all check-in together. Turkish, go down over here. That's where you head up to TSA. Over there on those escalators. Korean. So yeah, so you've got, gosh, I'd love to count how many check-in desks there are here, but there's a lot. And they just rotate throughout the course of the day, except for British Airways and a few others. So, it's a busy place. Except in the early morning. I used to fly Hawaiian. It was better off. Actually, if you flew American, it was better off to go through TSA and Tom Bradley and then cross back over. It was much better. All right, I'll give you another look. So I believe there's 3 sets of check-in areas. Tom Bradley here. A lot of windows, but it's always so dark in here.
First time traveling right here?
Are we having fun? You guys learning anything? Are you learning how this is all like set up? Oh, coffee bean smells good. All right, that's it. Now let's go, where's the door? We can go outside, we can head toward 4. I don't know where the door is. Oh, there's the door right there. All right, so we're back still on the 2nd floor. All right, let me know how I'm doing. Am I moving too fast? Am I talking too fast? Am I not talking enough? Let me know. All right, good? All right, so this is the 2nd level of Tom Bradley. This is where you get dropped off. The new people mover station is that station across. You're still gonna have to walk over the drive. So now we're walking toward 4, which the old 4 is now closed. That's the area we used to check in for American. This area here used to be open. It used to be completely open. You could see all the planes. As you drove through the horseshoe, of course, that's not closed because that's a walkway. Good. All right, so 4 is really under construction. That's American. The This building right here is the old check-in area 4. I thought it was kind of cool. It kind of reminded me of O'Hare a little bit. Of course, that area is now closed down, and I believe will be demolished, and they will start building a new terminal over in that area, I believe. This is all pretty new. I want to say in the last, 3 or 4 months, they moved from that older 4 to the new 4. Sorry guys, I'm trying to look at the chat and not trip at the same time, so. All right, so this is the newer 4. This is where you now check in. I have not been in here, so walk in there and see what it looks like. Still the old 4? No, this is the new 4. No. Is this the new 4? Why does it look like the old 4?
I was thinking about it, but the thing is, I think it possibly comes.
Is this the new part of 4, or is this the old 4?
This one is the new 4.
It is the new one, okay. It looks like the old 4.
Huh?
It looks like the old 4, that's why I was wondering.
No, the old 4 is not like that.
It's gone, okay. All right, so this is the new 4. Yeah, it's okay. It's no Delta. I don't know, American. I don't know if I like this or not. It's very, how do I describe it? Dated? 80s? I mean, the fact that I came in here, never seen it before, and I thought it was the old 4, that doesn't say much, does it? Alright, so those escalators take you to TSA in the new 4. So now, so this is still 4. It's American check-in. But technically, I think this is, let's go back. Now this is the old 5. I'm going back outside to give you, because you can totally tell where the new and the older part of the building start and stop. All right, so that's the new 4. This is the old 5. This is 5. Literally right there is the dividing point of that. Isn't that weird? I instantly just said this is 5, and I was right. It was literally right on that border right there. So this is the old 5. So American has gates in 5. So now this is all going to be demolished. 5 is going to be complete. Did they tell you guys at what point 5 gets demolished? This terminal 5 is going to be demolished this fall. Did they tell you like how soon that is? Because you guys will be moving, right?
Yeah, but that's what they said, but they haven't given us time.
Okay. All right, cool. Thank you. All right, so this will all be gone. Apparently 5 is going to be redone. So you're looking at archives. This will be 5. This will not be here in a few months. I don't mind 5. Now 5, keep in mind, it used to be, before Delta moved, to 2 and 3, this is where they were in 5. And that was, gosh, when did they make the move? 2015, 2016, 2014. They made the move. Some real nasty 80s style lighting still here. God, that lighting is horrendous. Blah. It reminds me of the lighting in John Wayne SNA. All right, so this is JetBlue. This is 5. Not much action going on. If you're Mosaic, which I am, hello Mosaic. This is your line right here. Oh, there's nothing going on at JetBlue. Oh, self check-in. I don't see one. There is not one service agent for JetBlue. What's going on, JetBlue? There's like no one here. People are waiting to drop off their bags. It's not good, JetBlue. Spirit? Here's the big question. You ready for this? The big question is, who's going to be gone first? Terminal 5 or Spirit? Who is going to be gone first? Spirit or Terminal 5? That's the ultimate question now. Gotta give it to Spirit though. That yellow works. You can see it a mile away. All right, let's go back outside real quick as we go into Terminal 6, which I really haven't spent much time in. So like, I showed you at Terminal 2, which has the old school LAX siding. 5, really 5 and 7, he just honked at me. Honk, honk! 5 and 7, I think, will be the only Terminal 6 must have it too. I don't know, we'll see. So this is the old school LAX outside. This will be long gone. You guys think Spirit will be gone before Terminal 5? Yeah, probably. So now this is 6. So all the walkways to the people mover are all still under construction. All right, so 6 still has the old school. I think 6, 7, and 8 are still, so basically 5, 6, 7, 8 still have the old school. They have the old school, which makes me think possibly, now we'll go down and go back. I was gonna say, I think inside, where is the yellow tile at? It's the theme building again. Terminal 6, all right, so Terminal 6 is mostly Alaska. Air Canada, that's interesting. We'll see how busy Air Canada is, obviously with the strikes going on. So I have never flown Alaska, so I've never been in here before. It's interesting. What is that supposed to look like? Belly of an airplane? Interesting. So we got Alaska. That's interesting. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I give credit to Alaska. At least Alaska's check-in area is a little bit different than everyone else. I think American wins the award for the most boring check-in area now.
Time to go?
Yes. Should have been home 5 hours ago.
So 6, okay, so we're in 6, still 6. So this is staying put. They are not redoing 6, so it's just 5 So this will all stay the same. So I guess we'll still have a little bit of old school LAX still left over for the time being. So Air Canada doesn't look very busy. Air Canada. Hawaiian, remember Hawaiian? Hawaiian and Porter. And Southern Airways Express. WestJet is in Terminal 3. Very quiet in here. All right. Let's go in search of the yellow tile, which I believe is on the first level. I don't know where. All right, let's just continue to 7. 6, pretty boring terminal for the most part, not much going on in there. Though I will give Alaska credit, their check-in area was kind of cool. If you guys haven't yet, make sure to hit that like button. Let YouTube know you're enjoying this walk tour. Kevin's getting his exercise here today. All right, so now we're in 7. This is United. United is kind of cut off 2 different areas. You've got this check-in area, which I think is Premier Access. I like 7. 7's an older terminal, but they redid it. It looks very, there's a lot of light here. There's a good vibe to it. Here is going to find like the news crews come and get their sound bites for the news here at 7 because you can park a live truck outside of Terminal 7. There's not really a lot of media spaces anymore at LAX. There used to be. But this is very nice. This is TSA. It's very bright, colorful. I think I hear Backstreet Boys being played on the radio. So the main area for United is on the other side of TSA. Does this make you want to get on a plane today? Nice. This is the main check-in area of United. Nice, cozy little area. Very bright. All right, so remember 8, there is Terminal 8. 8 is not, there is no check-in at 8. 8 is connected to 7. All right, I want to go down. I'm going to go back down into baggage. All right, I think I'm going to have to take the elevator. Now we'll go down the baggage. I'm in search for the yellow tile, which I can't remember. I saw it in 7, but I can't remember. I think it might have been in the hallways where the employees work. Remember Rudy and I did the tour of United a few years ago.
First floor.
But the baggage now, yeah. It's beyond the doors. This is the baggage area. Pretty big baggage area for United. This is all United, all the way down. So they have a lot of baggage claim area. Of course, they always seem to just use one or two. I don't think I've ever gotten my bags all the way down at 3 or 4. It's always at 1 and 2. All right, so we're not going to see any yellow tile, at least not on this trip. Sorry, no yellow tile. And technically you can't see 8 because 8 is connected to 7. It's the other way. All right. So I've just taken you basically on the whole tour of the horseshoe. Gone all the way to 7 and 8. We're at the end of the line when it comes to terminal space. Now we'll walk toward the old control tower. I don't even know if we can get over there. We'll try. So anyway, that's 7, 8, 6, 5, 4. Tom Bradley. You've seen it all here today. The pictures I found are the passenger walkway in Terminal 6 that go from blue to yellow. Yeah, that's, I think, coming off the plane. It's past security. So if you get, if you take United and you want to get to the LA exit, this is actually where you walk. You have to walk north. It's not that bad of a walk. It's better than taking the bus. Time, this light should change. No, just ask Rudy. We got all those bags. I'm always like, let's just walk to LA exit with the bags instead of bringing them on the bus, taking them off the bus, having to get another cart. It's a pain in the butt. So usually we just walk it, though. You can get the black Uber. It's called Black. You can get them. They can come pick you up at the terminals for a more expensive rate, which I'll be honest with you is actually worth the money. So we usually do that now. Darren with the $5 super chat. Thanks so much, Darren. Says thanks for the amazing stream today. Very informative, and was nice seeing Tom Bradley again. Yeah. Theme of the day, start walking before the sign says go. So everyone here is walking to LA exit. So I think this is probably the best shot we're going to get of the old control tower here. So the lower part of the control tower are offices for LAWA. I'm not quite sure who's still in there. The PR people used to be in there, but I think they moved to another building. So LAWA has offices on the main floor. And of course, that's the old control tower. I think that's about as close as we're going to get to the control tower because I don't see... Yeah, there's nothing over there. All right. As we continue walking. Actually, you know what? Let's walk over here. Let's just see. I want to see what's going on over here. Clifton A. Moore Building, Administration Building. Hi guys, Airline Videos Live is here. I don't know who's in here anymore. Oh, the Board of Airport Commissioners. All right. So, Commissioner's office. No PR anymore. PR moved. All right. Was the PR office in that building at one point? Oh, you don't know? Okay. It's just the commissioners are in there now?
And there's some offices.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, you're not? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. All right. See. I'll try to look at the chat. What else do you guys want to see? I mean, we've pretty much... I don't think we can get close to the control tower. I don't know where the sidewalk is for that, honestly. That's back the opposite direction. I'll take you over to the LAX exit lot. You guys want to see that? So these are the tracks of the people mover above us, in case you're wondering what that structure is. Obviously, when they open up the people mover in January, we'll take another walking tour, take the train and all that jazz. Let's see. Track, tower. Yeah, I'll go back to the in and out. I won't bother with the Uber. Be like $30 for like 2 blocks. I'll just walk it. I'll walk back to the in and out and then we can see the planes. The train's supposed to open in January, just in time for the holiday rush, right? At least they could have made an effort to try to get it open by the end of October, but it's not looking like that's going to happen. All right, so again, this is the route you would have taken to go to the LA exit. You want to get your Uber and Lyft. That's where all these people are going to. I see Emirates is lined up 2-4 left. No, I haven't seen any cars testing today. All right, here we go. show you the LA exit. This will eventually be demolished as well and make room for Terminal 0. So we're witnessing a lot of LAX history here that eventually at some point will not be here anymore. I don't remember what year this was put in place. 2022? No. 2019? 2020? It was right before the COVID shutdown. So 2019? Maybe it was 2019 is when they built this. I won't go too far deep in. It's kind of boring. But basically, you get your taxi, Uber and Lyfts. It's just one big lot. Kind of boring. All right, let's make the trek back over to In-N-Out Burger. I'm gonna bypass the Uber Lyft. We're back on the main sidewalk. Beep, beep. Hey, no scooters on the sidewalk. Someone's gonna run me over to one of these scooters. All right, so what did you guys think of the horseshoe? All the terminals. Which one was your favorite? Which one was the least favorite? Anything shock you or surprise you the most? Let me know in the chat. So we're walking out of the horseshoe. This is walking towards Sepulveda, walking toward the hotels. Tom Bradley was your favorite? Yeah, it's pretty massive in there. Certainly one of the busiest parts of LAX for sure. Delta is beautiful. Craig Russell back with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Craig. Says Lufthansa A380 to Munich. Push back by the time you head to In-N-Out. Should be taxiing to the runway. All right. We didn't see any famous people. I think you have to be here at night. It's a different vibe. So that's the Hyatt Regency. That's where a lot of pilots and flight crews stay. Right next to it is H Hotel, Homewood Suites. Sepulveda, now walking north. The Painkiller is asking to consider walking to the new transit building. Yeah, I could go over there, but not today. That would be a different. Actually, we should probably do that once the light rail opens, or the people mover. That make the most sense. I'm not famous. You kidding me? They're all looking at me like I was an alien. Gosh, Bob, I have no idea how many steps I've taken. A lot. It's that ugly building we always see in our live streams. All right, so if you're just joining us, we just went through the Horseshoe. Got an up-close look at the theme building. That was really cool. Went inside most of the terminals, all the terminals. And now we're walking back toward the In-N-Out Burger. Am I tired? Yeah. I'm good. I don't know if you can ride your bike into the Horseshoe. I doubt it. People that run those scooters, though. Yeah, the lady at the theme building, she's very nice. Second here, getting sweat in my eye. That's always fun. If you're walking in LA, you really got to watch out for the drivers because no one is paying attention. You really got to double watch what you do, or you're gonna get run over. That's my advice to you guys. Don't ever think people are gonna stop for you, because they won't. All right, I'm just gonna stop here for 1 second. Just try to get this sweat out of my eye. I'm watching my step. Watching my steps. So tomorrow's Saturday. Rudy and I are planning to go over to the Airliners collectible show, the Embassy Suites. And then Sunday we'll be back for the big Sunday show. K-Me with the $2 super chat. Thanks so much, K-Me. Thank you, Kevin, for the field trip. My pleasure. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Good Friday night fun, right? a second here. Gotta take my sunglasses off. Now I think I got like sunscreen in my eye. All right, let's see if anybody stops for us here. The sign says pedestrians walking, yet no one is stopping. This is LA for you right here. Oh, thank you, finally. Jeez. So this is Sepulveda going south. We're walking up to the northeast corner of the airport. Here's that thing I was looking out for. There's like a hole right in the sidewalk. Trip alert, trip alert. Jet. All right, coming up to the corner of Lincoln and Sepulveda. Gives me time to look at the chat. Got a plane coming toward us here. You know what? I'm gonna make this. I'm going for it. All right. Lufthansa is heading over there to 24 left. Is there anything big coming in? It's a good spot to grab a plane. I did it. It certainly did it. Boy, oh boy. I'm going to put this down just for 1 second here. We hit 1,000 likes, almost. Thanks, you guys, if you hit the like button. As always, our next live stream is Sunday for the big Sunday show, just a few days away. No heavies, of course not. All right, let me get the backpack back on here. Over here. This is always a good spot right here next to the stop sign. Great spot. Have the plane directly fly over your head. A lot of people out here. A380. Can't really see it because I have a wide angle lens on. People come out here, grab their in and out, certainly on a Friday night, and enjoy the sights and sounds. I don't know, can you even see the Lufthansa A380? All right, I'm not really out here to plane spot for the most part. Like the Delta 767 going to be cut in line first. Is there anything coming in? Of course, I'd come here, there's nothing. I've got an A380 about to take off, but it's all about the arrivals. There's nothing coming in, is there? A220, thanks, Amali. No, For security reasons, we can't walk into the office. All right, Lufthansa lining up, 2-4 left, heading back to Munich. I got 1,000 likes, thanks. Let me know, Christopher. Aer Lingus, is that north or south side? Do we have the Aer Lingus north or south? North? Oh, that's a good one. Makes a lot of noise. We'll wait for that one. Thanks, you guys. We appreciate it. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the walk and talk today. It's fun to kind of give you guys kind of an inside look at the horseshoe and all the terminals and whatnot. I think it gives you a better sense of what the airport is all about. I love the airport. I think it's really easy to get around. It's, you know, it's big. It's not super huge. It's big enough, but I like it. It's got a good vibe. All right. All right, Aer Lingus must be next, huh? I also want to give a shout out to Legend Jane, not only with the 20 gifted memberships, but $550 super chat through Tip Alert. Thank you so much, Jane. Just seeing it now coming through. Appreciate your awesome support, Jane. Legend Jane. Second in line. All right, so it looks like we got a Delta A321neo up first. For the Aer Lingus, I'm going to get a little bit closer. Everyone's walking away. You got Aer Lingus. It's extremely loud. In fact, I'm going to go over to the H Dot's little corner over here. A TMZ bus tour next. Yee. Man, that thing is loud. Whew. A380 still lined up. going on with the Lufthansa? It's still sitting there. I got a 767. All right. 767, then I'm going to start walking back toward In and Out, and then we're going to close it down here. Nah, I think I'm going to be healthy tonight and order a salad for dinner. All right. If you want to see the A380 take off, go watch 24-hour cams. So apparently there was a tree limb that fell down, and this is why this whole area is all closed off. Rita told me that. You don't want one of those branches coming down on you. Of course, this is the site of Cranky Dork Fest in what, just a month? Testing 1, 2. Uh-oh. Hold on, I think my battery died. Testing 1, 2, 1, 2. Can you hear me again? Can you guys hear me again? Testing 1, 2. Yes, a salad. I had meatballs yesterday. All right, see, people just come here and they watch planes take off. Yo, you can hear me? All right. See, this is the hill where everyone will be for Cranky Dork Fest in a month from now, and everybody can just stand here and watch the planes take off. Lufthansa's been sitting there. There it goes. What a nice Friday evening. Just come out here, watch the planes, take in the nice cool breeze off the ocean. Grab yourself some In-N-Out burger. All right. Thank. If you guys can hear me. So the mic is about to die, so I'm going to end it here. Thanks you guys for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't yet. We'll see you on Sunday for the big Sunday show. Glad you guys all enjoyed this. We'll do this again another time. And someone honking at me? All right. So before the mic officially dies and I die trying to cross the street in and out burger, I think we're going to call it a day here. So thanks, you guys. Hit that like button on the way out. We'll see you on Sunday. All right. Walk through the lot here. Grab yourself some In-N-Outs. Go watch some planes. What do you say?
Dance number 80, please. Dance number 80.
By the way, the grilled cheese is not on the menu. All right. There you guys go. Hopefully they made your Friday And we'll see you on Sunday. Thanks, you guys. All right, we'll wait for the 777. Should be in the shot. Let's frame it up. I hear it. There it comes. Perfect. All right, guys, this will shut off in about 30 seconds, if not sooner. Thanks again, you guys, for tuning in.